I wanted to ask you what your sign meant.
Oh, this is just, you're being a lab rat. So I've been protesting in Bend, and anytime, like if someone gives me the finger or whatever, I'll just flip the sign and make the point, because you are being a lab rat. Well, I don't think there should be mandates, and that's an obvious point right there. My wife is a nurse, and she works in telemedicine, and she's been ordered to get the vaccine even though she just talks to people over a computer. Like, it's kind of crazy. I mean, they're confusing viruses, computer virus with with the coronavirus. I don't know, but I think the mandates are misguided, and there's a lot of censorship that's happening, but it's happening mainly to one side of this debate. Like, it used to be you could look at both sides and make your decision. Now, like, one side is being censored heavily.
Who's doing the censoring?
Well, it's interesting, but it's the tech companies that are doing the censoring, and who it's on behalf of, whether it's themselves or if they're being directed to in certain cases. Like, I know the White House spokesperson did say that they were in communication with the tech companies and letting them know who to censor. And I mean, this is crazy. We've got a First Amendment here, and whether that applies to private companies or not, whatever, but it does not apply to the government directing private companies to censor. And so, in some cases it's the government. In some cases the tech companies are taking it upon themselves to censor information that they don't agree with. And you could see it very important when, if you said anything about a lab leak, it used to be last year, you were banned from multiple platforms just to even say that there could be a lab leak. Now it's accepted as being part of the discourse, and it's actually very probable that it was a lab leak. But you can see what happens when you start censoring information that turns out to be quite possibly true. Like, it's not the way we were brought up to believe in this country, the Constitution and First Amendment. So, I think it's doing us a disservice to censor opposing viewpoints.
Last question. It's a bit of a personal one, so feel free to refuse it. But with your wife being mandated to have to get the vaccine, which way is she going to go? Is she going to?
Hell no. Hell no. That's a hell no.